Welcome to lesson 2, how to set up Google BigQuery in Google Cloud. So before we can create a BigQuery database, we need to create a project in Google Cloud Platform first. And before I dive into the tutorial, let's look at the agenda first. For this lesson, we're going to learn how to set up a Google BigQuery database, how to create a service account, how to download service account client file, and finally, we're going to learn how to enable Google BigQuery API service. Now, to create a Google Cloud project, so first you want to navigate to console.cloud.google.com. And make sure that you have a Google account. If you don't, then you can simply just sign up for an account. Now on the top we have a drop down, and this is going to be your projects. I'm going to create a new project. Now name your project. So make sure that the project name is globally unique, and you cannot change the project name once it's created. And I'm going to name my project DBT Cloud Crash Course, and I'll set the location as default. Then click on Create. And once the project is created, go back to the drop-down and select the project. Alright, so once we create the project, we can now proceed to create a service account. Now, to create a service account, you want to click on this hamburger icon, which is going to be the navigation menu. Then go to APIs and Services, Credentials. Alright, so if you don't know what a service account is, a service account is a special type of Google account intended to represent a non-human user such as a bot that needs to authenticate and be authorized to access your data in Google APIs or other cloud services. You can see this as a method to bypass the regular OAuth 2 authentication protocol. Now, to create a service account, click on Create Credentials and choose Service Account. Now here you want to name your service account. And I'll name my service account, SA stands for service account, dash, followed by the project name, followed by the permission level. So this is the naming convention that I use whenever I need to create a service account that I can easily recognize the purpose and permission level of the account. Now click on Create and Continue. Now we need to assign a role to the service account to limiting what types of permission this account will have. But for demonstration purpose, I'm going to choose Basic, followed by Owner, and click on Continue. Now at this point, we have created the service account, and we can click on Done to finish setup. Now to be able to give DBT Cloud permission to access your BigQuery database, we'll need to download a service account client file first. So a service account client file, or service account file, is a file that contains the authentication details such as a client ID, client secret, and other information to automatically grant OAuth 2.0 authorization. Now here I want to click into the service account and click on Keys. Now I want to add a new set of key. So here click on Add Key and create new key. Now it's going to prompt you to save the client file. And for the key type, choose JSON and click on Create. Now navigate to your project folder. I'm going to save my service account file in my project folder. I'm going to grab the folder path. Now for the file name, I'm going to name my file, client file, followed by the project name, followed by today's date, and save. Now the last item on the agenda is to enable Google BigQuery API service. Now click on Navigation menu, APIs and Services, and this time we're going to click on Library. Alright, so here we want to search for BigQuery. And it should be the first item. Click into BigQuery API and make sure that the BigQuery API is enabled. And that's everything for this lesson. For the next lesson, we'll learn how to set up a DBT Cloud project.